campsites are opening on the July the 4th. I've been in touch with a campsite we've got booked for, well, we had it booked for the end of May. Obviously coronavirus shut it down. They are opening. Their toilet blocks won't be open, but they are at a pub. The pub will be open. We will be able to buy drinks and eat food. And their toilets will no doubt be open. So for one night, I think we can live without toilets and showers. We'll manage. So it looks like we're going there in the middle of July. I just need to phone up and confirm that that's what we want to do. And we're sorted for our first camping trip of the year. Down in Gloucester area. It's a small campsite. We've still got to think about what to do about our Scotland trip. I don't know how we're going to fit that in. I don't know if Paul's got any holidays left, and I'm not convinced that I've got enough holidays left. Don't know where this is taking me. I'm going to do it though. So I'm not entirely sure what we can do about that. The hotel did offer me a voucher. So I wrote to them and said, yeah, I'll take the voucher please, and then I got a reply back they hadn't taken any money from us, so they can't give us a voucher. Which is fine. It means that we've got no hotels booked, we've got no campsites booked, we've got nothing booked really. It's a case of working out what we want to do and how we're going to do it. I'll need to talk to Paul about that in more detail at some point. We have got a ride planned. We're going to try and get out onto the Yorkshire Dales, I think it is. It's around Hawes area. It's where we're going to be riding for the meet and greet. I want to go and check two roads out really. The single track roads over the moors. And with my experience last year in the Peak District, I want to make sure that, although Google Man says they look okay, I want to go and ride it and make sure they are okay. And if they're really not, I've got a chance to change the plans and do a different route. I'm also going to look at sort of picking local campsites near roads I want to ride. Finish my shift on a Monday, bugger off, pitch the tent, and then ride the roads I want to ride when I wake up the next morning and be home before the missus gets out of bed. Only because I think I need to be doing it. Scotland is going to be open 15th of July, which means the weekend in Moffat that I've signed up to, I'll be able to do that. I think Welsh campsites are going to open up as well, which means I'm going to be alright to get out and do the motor rev over, well, it's 2 nights now. So I'll be able to get that in. That'll be me and Paul together. Not sure if Paul can do the Yorkshire. No, I don't like these junctions at all. I can't see. Naff all. And there you go, there was a car right behind me, just as I went and pulled out. I hate those things, hate them. I wonder if it took me down that bit of a road because I didn't put any waypoints in and it just took the shortest route. Not bothered, it wasn't that bad, I don't suppose. There we go. Right, I haven't got waypoints for 4 miles. So I suspect this is just picking the shortest route to my next waypoint. So this part of it will be a bit of a mystery tour. I won't say magical. I filled the tank up the last time I was out, so I've done 53 miles out of what I would normally expect of 180 miles, so I am going to have enough fuel today. And I am going to fill up on my way home somewhere, so I'm ready for next time. I've done alright as it happens. I think I've been out on the bike, this is my 4th time out, I think. Yeah, I think so. So I've not done too bad really. It's a pity the weather this week is not as good as the weather last week, but you can't, there's no saying that, is there? It's a better road down there, but what the hell. £60 mph speed limit. I can't see me doing 60 mph down here. Nice houses, thatched roofs. Can't say I'm unhappy about this. In all honesty, if it had been down to me picking a route, I would never have picked this. Sometimes it's just nice to try something different, isn't it? He was kind enough to let that car through, so I think it's his turn to come through. Okay, I'm on the Rainow Road. But the sign is to say the road ahead is closed. What am I going to do if it is actually closed? Is that a diversion there? Here we go, miles out of my way now. for no reason. Road ahead closed. What's it saying I'm going to be doing here? The road works down to that road over there. It's fine. No through route. Road ahead closed. So it is down here somewhere that it's closed. Okay. Will I have alternatives? Looking at this, I doubt it. Still cars coming down from there though. Right, what am I going to do? It says road ahead closed. Looks like there might be an alternative there, so let's see if I can take this road. It says that's a dead end. This doesn't tell me it's a dead end, but it's going to tell me to turn around now. I've got 4 miles before I come to my next waypoint at any rate, so. Right, I can see something off to the side here, so if I look at turning here, it's a very, very tight turn I've got to do here. Maybe I ought not to try that. Down here. Right then. Let's start taking out waypoints, eh? That's better. 490 yards. See, it's still telling me to turn back when I get down the bottom there, and I don't want to be turning back. So, let's get this out of gear. And let's I've only got 2 waypoints, so current route, stop. What's it saying that I should do? Right, the road ends down there, that's why it's telling me I can't go that way. So I'm going to have to turn. It's alright. Probably safest if I just go back all the way that I came. Because whichever way I do this, it's going to take me up over that Rainow road, which is closed. I'm not going to mess about. I'm not going to ride all the way up there when it keeps seeing signs saying the road's closed. It's never going to end right, is it? let's have a look and see what it's saying about this, because it's telling me in 60 yards I've got to go up there. What the hell is up there? Is that Rainow Road closed? Are those signs right? It's closed. I'm going that way, yeah. Yeah, we parked our bikes there. Loads of stuff coming down. Just in case I cut out all of the faffing, I've been riding up this road, and every step of the way up this road it's been telling me the road's closed. I have turned around and tried to go back, and I have asked it to look at alternative routes, and in all honesty, they're miles out of my way. I don't want to do them. There's still traffic coming down this, so I am taking a risk, and I'm just going to stay on the road. So it keeps saying road ahead closed, but I don't know which one. And I've got a turn to make in 700 yards, so what exactly does it bloody well mean? When I come to my junction, I'm doing a right turn in 300 yards. And it might be this particular road, as it goes straight on, would be closed at some point. There's my turn. Why is it asking me to do this? Nobody behind me anyway, so... Road ahead closed down there, so... I am going to be avoiding this. Whoop. Five miles to go. They should have signs on that saying road closed 2 miles ahead or 3 miles ahead or something like that, just to save idiots like me from getting overly confused. Now, with that road shown as being closed there, I don't know how far down it's going to be closed for. I know I can come out. Ooh, a rabbit. Come on, fella, get out of the way. You're doing the wrong thing. Go on. I can go faster than you. You're going to have to go off left or right. Take your pick. Come on. There you go. I'm faffing. Like I just did. You watch this change into a dirt track. Let's get the visor up for a bit of fresh air. Yep. Well, might not be the quickest, but looks nice. I think the Rainow road, if it stayed on it, is fast sweeping curves. It's a good road. I'm just wondering if my Sat Nav was taking me a different route because there were roadworks. .270 yards and I'm doing a right turn. Well, it says it's a right turn, it's just basically the road bends. Wonder if it's 2¼ miles of this. It looks like it might be. Not my idea of a fun day out, but they'll be well fitter than me, so maybe they'll live longer. There we are. Yeah. I haven't got a disabled badge with me today. Right, Goyt Valley is where I've been. Can't remember what that's called, I'll find out when I get home. I have checked my Sat Nav for the route home this time. I'm not going over the Rainow road, so I'm not going anywhere near the one that says it's closed. Going over the edge of the reservoir though. And heading off to Buxton. Boats over there. I guess they'll be out on sailing boats and what have you, but the reservoir looks a bit low at the minute. Awful lot of serious walkers around here, and some mountain bikers as well, so I imagine there's a lot going on. My cup of tea was a bit of a minor disaster. I lit the stove, it threw out a few flames, I pulled my hand out the way fairly quickly and knocked the kettle off the top, lost half my water. Still, I got a cup of tea, had to be without sugar. I've got sweeteners as opposed to sugar. Wrap it in a plastic bag and I put it inside the kettle. Well, it appears not to have stayed dry. Well, I'm glad I put the Dragon Touch inside its case before I left home. Because it's been dry pretty much the whole of the way here. The camera itself is definitely not waterproof, unless it's in its case, and it pretty much needs to be waterproof, I think, for today. Starting to rain now, and I haven't got to the Cat and Fiddle yet. I haven't got to Buxton yet, but it's saying it's 44 miles home. And 12:15 is when I'm going to get home. I may have said this before, but just in case I haven't. Paul, while we're away, would prefer it if I switch my cameras on and off as and when he asks, so he doesn't have hundreds of hours of footage to look through when we get home. And I've set things up so that we can do that. I've got 4 cameras which are all cloned off the same remote. So I can put one remote control in and it'll run all the cameras at once. So I'll be able to switch them on and off. There's Buxton over there for him while we're away on a tour. For my own riding, I don't really bother. I just switch all the cameras on and leave them running. I had a look at the footage from the Drag and Touch because I wasn't 100% sure how much of it will have recorded. It's managed to get as far as those back lanes there, so it did at least a good proportion of the whole route. It might have fortuitously have got the whole route. Find out when I get home. I'll put a new battery in, and at the very least I'll expect to get the Cat and Fiddle out of it. I'm not really bothered about after that, and it'd be interesting to see the footage again when I get home. I was actually kind of quite impressed. I mean, I switched it on coming down from the Long Mind. Nice sunny day, and the quality of the video looked pretty good. Found the colours were a lot more vivid on the Drag and Touch than on the Drift. I think I'm going to have a look at the Drift and see if there's anything I can do about that. But it has a lot of disadvantages. I mean, one of the things I've been trying to get with it is so I can record voice onto the Drag and Touch. It does have an external microphone socket, and I bought a 2.5 to 3.5mm adapter, plugged it in, and just for fun I checked to see if it worked. Didn't work with my Drift mic, didn't work with a Lavalier mic, so I need to find a microphone with a 2.5mm connector on it. I've got one, I know I've got one. So if I find it, I'll plug that straight in and test that. If that works, then fine. I'll know where the issue is. It's the cable. But I'm also going to plug that cable into the back of one of my Drifts and see if it works. It might be the cable connector that I've got, so I'll test for that. Well, I am actually quite happy with the Drag and Touch. But we'll see what it does over the longer term. The Drifts are obviously the kind of cameras you want when you're riding a bike. They're the best, really. Yeah, looks like it to me. Ah, and there's the average speed cameras. This is it then, eh? Now, because the weather is not so pristine today, although it wasn't a particularly fast ride there when I came the other way, I don't think I'll be going that quick this time. But the road is dry. There we go. Same as last time, it feels fast enough and I'm not doing anything like the speed limit. caught them. This is now where they ruined my ride. I don't mind being stuck behind a bike. They're likely to be going at a good pace as well. Cars are a pain in the neck. Sun's coming out. It's all right. Why is it taking me down that way? I don't want to go down that way, do I? Bloody well don't. Don't tell me this is a closed road as well. Or possibly even the wrong. Could have come down from the Goyt Valley on that road and picked up the Cat and Fiddle here. I prefer to do the whole road, which is why I went round the other way and through Buxton. Really is a good road when you've got it to yourself. It really, really is. Through the average speed cameras. So I've not been above 50, I don't think, so there's nothing to worry about. I think that's the Cat and the Fiddle done. 31 miles to home. Or at least till the end of this route. Ah. Aha.